proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shah Peerally Law Show, where all your views matter.
About immigration law, and of course a lot about immigration law, so many things happening, and one of the big thing I'm going to discuss today is that recent memo and change in kind of law that can affect everybody and really can be hurtful. So I'm going to discuss about that, but before I start, I wanted to thank Michael for his nice welcome. And I wanted to thank Radio Zindagi for basically allowing us to have this show. And, of course, KLOK 1170 AM is the station, and then you can listen online to, I think, radiozindagi.com. They are streaming online. I think so, right, Michael? And also, if you need any help, feel free to reach out to us, 510-742-5887. Before I start, everything I'm going to tell you is my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any question. We have this thing that happened, that guidance memo that came out on June 28th, that is creating a lot of havoc. What this memo says, basically, it's an executive from the Executive Order 13768. It's called Updated Guidance for Referral of Cases and Issuance of Notice to Appear (NTAs) in cases involving inadmissible and deportable aliens. Okay, that's a lot of words, but I'm going to try to recap this memo for you. This memo first says, well, for people who have some criminal issues, they will be placed, if they are out of status, there will be priority, of course, to be placed in deportation. And that was the same under Obama. However, what this memo says also is pretty much everybody who is deportable, that means who lost status. For example, who lost status will be placed in deportation pretty much within a few days. So that's the part which is tricky. For example, let's say you're doing an extension of H1B, right? And the extension gets denied. Usually, as long as you don't, once it gets denied, you're pretty much, if your extension that you file is already kind of, the previous one is you're already out of status, and the previous one, then you become out of status. Once you become out of status, what was happening most of the time, they were not doing anything really for the first 180 days. They will only just let you kind of take your time, find another job, refile. Although you have to leave the country and come back to get your I-94, it was not a big issue. But now with this memo, what we are worried about is that they will quickly put people in deportation. So that's where the tricky part happens. Once you're placed in deportation, you'll have to go in front of a judge in order to get permission to leave the country. And by the time you get in front of a judge, a lot of things can happen, okay? And even you get in front of a judge, it doesn't confirm that the judge will grant you what we call a voluntary departure. Then you might have to fight a case in court, and ultimately you won't win, and that will make you stay here for so long without any kind of document. And that pretty much is a done deal. You won't be able to pretty much stay in the country unless you have other avenues, like if you're married to a U.S. citizen, asylum, etc., etc. So this is going to be a big problem if they apply it to the letter the way they wrote the memo. Although we think, many lawyers think also, including an announcement from the American Immigration Lawyers Association stating that we are not really expecting them to enforce that to the letter. The truth is that right now we have been seeing so many things that we think will not be enforced but being enforced. So just watch out for that. What we recommend people to do is to make sure if you have an extension, file it early. You're eligible to file an extension, for example, on H1B 180 days before it expires. So we recommend you file it within that time, and we recommend doing it under premium because you don't want to wait the last minute and it gets denied. Then you see yourself into a situation like I was mentioning earlier. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk a lot about this today and, of course, other things, but feel free to call if you have any questions, anything on immigration. It doesn't have to be an employment base, but it can be. The number to the studio is 510-657-1170. 510-657-1170. So you can remember it. It's 1170 in the end and 657 with the area code 510. So feel free to call if you have any questions when it comes to immigration, whether it's family-based, whether it's employment-based, asylum, you name it. Whatever I can help you, I will be more than glad to help you. And just to let you know, like I said, I can only give you so much on the radio in terms of information. But if you want to do private consultation, feel free to reach our office, 510-742-5887, and the website to check is attorneyonair.com, attorneyonair.com. So we have many things we're talking about, but the main thing we're talking about here is that memo that came out last week and is creating a lot of confusion. What will happen, for example, someone comes and trying to file for a change of status to student visa, for example, and if they fall out of status, they get denied, they might be placed in deportation within the next 30 days, and that's going to be another problem. And it might also apply for cases where, for example, marriage petitions where that person get denied and then that person is subject to abuses. And the fact that this person doesn't, usually we have time to file the VAWA, for example, but if these things gets applied, they won't even have time to do that. So I think we have some callers, right, Michael? Let me take some callers. This is Shah Peerally, you're live on air. Hello? 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 Hello, you're live on air. Hello?
Oh, hi. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's very bad connection, I guess.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for that.
All right.
But,
quick question
go ahead. I can hear you, though.
If someone applies for H1, H4 renewal, and H4 EAD together in premium processing, what is the time frame of approval for H4 and H4 EAD?
Very good question. Technically, it used to be, now it's not the case, that as a matter of courtesy, they will process all of them together. So within few weeks, you would get everything approved. However, there's no law that forces them to basically premium the H4 and the H4 EAD because those are very separate. So right now, they are not doing that anymore. I think I heard one or two cases they still did it, but most of the cases they are processing the normal time, which is like 3 to 4 months. So unfortunately, there's no premium on H4, H4 EAD. They were doing it before as a matter of courtesy, that's all. But unfortunately, you'll have to wait 4 months to 5 months to get it. Okay? Can you hear me? Hello? 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 I think, Michael, there's an echo in there. I'll have to take the other caller. You're live on air. This is Shah Peerally, you're live on air. Hello?
Hi, Shah. Quick question. My H1 extension is filed for, but right now I need to urgently travel on business trip. Is it okay to travel during the extension?
Okay, is the other H1 still good or it's already?
Yeah, it's good until, it is good for return back.
No, it's good.
I have 4 months.
Okay. Yeah, you should be okay, but bring your receipt with you. Usually it's good to have 6 months on the 797 when you travel, but since the business travel, and if your company is a good company and everything, you should not have a problem to come back. But do you have a stamp on your passport?
Yes.
Then you should be fine. Just bring with you a couple of things. Number one, bring the extension, and also bring a letter of employment, the current letter of employment confirming that they still need you in the office. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Good luck to you. Okay. Need any help, just give me a call. I think we have one more caller, Michael. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello? Okay. So if you want to call, I think, I'm so sorry, this is the thing, we do that on the phone, so sometimes we have issues on the line, so I apologize for that. You can give us a call at on air 510-657-1170, 510-657-1170, and 510-657-1170, so I'll say it in different words, but you can call. This is the Shah Peerally Law Show, and my name is Shah Peerally, and I'm an attorney in the Bay Area, California. I know people listening also all over the U.S. because I get their emails after that, and also just to let you know, we upload those radio shows on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Shah Peerally. Please subscribe to it, and you will get up-to-date information as much as we can on those channels. So now we were talking about this famous memo, and a lot of people now are panicking because, well, there are good reasons to panic, because what happens is if you fall out of status, it can really get dirty. And since this is new, we don't have really a real facts how they're going to do this. This is going to put a lot of burden on the courts, which are already overburdened, and also this is going to put a lot of burden on people who basically suddenly lose their jobs, etc. Losing their job, you still have a chance because you have 60 days grace period, but if you have to file an extension, the extension gets off, and you get denied, and you don't even have time to find another job or move forward, then it will become a big problem. Let me take another caller, Michael. Right, you're live on air. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
I have a question regarding the visitor visa extension.
Yes. Go ahead.
So I have applied the visitor visa for my mother, and it's still in process. So can she stay while the case has been in process, and what is the average time frame they approve it?
Okay, that's a good question. So if you file the extension while your mother, before the I-94 expires, you have to file it before. As long as the case is pending, she is eligible to stay. Okay. However, there is one risk. If the case gets denied after the date, so let's say the date goes to July, and then you get a denial in August, they might cancel her stamp on her passport. If you get an approval, no problem. If you get a denial, it might get canceled. And usually it takes 2 months to 3 months to get an answer. Okay, I think I lost the caller. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here. Hello. Hi, Mehul.
Hello. Hey, hi, Shah. How are you?
I'm doing well. You can hear me properly?
Yes, I can hear you absolutely fine.
Perfect.
First of all, thank you so much for doing that show. This is so informative. Thank you for all your services that you're providing.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much for listening. What can I do for you, Mehul?
I have so 2 questions. One, my employer did an H1 extension on a normal process in April, and I'm still awaiting the status or answer on that. And you mentioned something at the start of the show regarding some circular. What exactly is that?
Oh, okay. What happened is that how it is, like, if you file your extension and the extension gets approved, no problem. But if the extension gets denied, what was happening is like we will usually tell people just go ahead and refile it and take your time, and you will have to still leave the country and come back to get the I-94, but people could take their time and do all this. Now with this new rule, they're basically not giving time for people to even pack up and go until or even find another job or file a transfer or something. What they will do, as soon as your status gets cut off, they are eligible to put you in deportation, which is always the law, but they never did it, right? So they're changing their approach. So what this entails is a more complication, because once you get placed in deportation, even you have a good job and everything or a refiling, if it is not done on time, what they will do is that you will have to get the permission of the court in order to leave the country, get a stamp, and then come back. And by the time you get into the court, they are so overwhelmed, you might lose a job. So it can get into a spiral of problems. It will get into a spiral of problems, but we are hoping that they will not enforce it that bad. But let us wait and see. But it is coming out. It came out, and in the next 30 days, we should start seeing things moving from their side. In your case, your previous I-94 is already expired?
No, it's expiring like in August, 10th of August.
I will recommend you ask your employer to premium the case now at this point. Because you don't want to fall into a situation where you're out of status and you fall into that spiral of immigration court, okay? And if you need help, just give me a call.
Definitely. So what is the circular known, or how should I reference it? Because, I'm just going to drop an email to them.
The memo. Just tell them there's a new memo that came out, and you will see it on my YouTube channel. I'll put the link on that. The memo itself is on the USCIS website. It's the policy memo, June 28, updated guidance for referral of cases and issuance of NTAs, of notice to appear. Okay, so just tell them there's a memo on NTAs, notice to appear. They all know about it now. It's all over the news. Okay, thank you so much. And it's on I put it on my YouTube channel. I have not had time to upload it on my website, but I'll probably do it after the show. So on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Shah Peerally Law. Please subscribe, and then the first you will see I just did a video on that, and I put the link on the bottom. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Good luck to you, Mahel. Okay, let me take another caller, Michael.
Hello, yes.
Hello. Hi, Sushma,
yes.
How are you?
Yeah, this is Shah Peerally, so?
Yes, this is Shah. How are you? You're live.
Yeah, good. How are you? Yeah, so I have a question for my nephew. He lost his green card, and that green card expired also, and he's in India. So I wanted to know how to get back to that green card.
What do you mean he lost his green card? You mean he stayed outside for too long?
Yeah, he stayed outside India for the last. He's in India for the last 3 years.
Well,
and he lost the green card also. Due to family reason, he lost his parents, he lost his business, he lost the house.
How old is he?
Now he is 29.
Okay. Well, tell him to go to the U.S. Embassy and try to file something called SB1. But I'm going to be honest. Yeah, SB. Sam Boy number 1. But I'm going to be honest with you, there's a big chance they won't give it. It's 3 years. But give it a try. And otherwise, we have to look into other ways to get him. Then give me a call at the office. We can do a consultation, because it's very hard for me to analyze the other options. The only option I can think of right now is to go to the U.S. Embassy and apply for something called SB1. And hopefully he has his A number and all the stuff. Try that, and then if not, then, and I'm going to be honest, the chances of winning on SB1 is very low. But tell him to try this, and then give me a call at the office. If it is not working, then we can look at other options.
So SB1 he has to apply in U.S. Embassy in India, correct?
Yes.
He lost his physical green card also, which was expired. and we applied for his fingerprinting 3 years before expiring the green card, but he cannot able to make it, so he cannot able to go for fingerprinting.
Yeah, unfortunately, once it's gone, it's very hard to get it back. But give me a call. We can look at other ways. 510-742-5887. But try this one first, and then we'll check. Okay? Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Okay. Let me take another call. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Is it Vidya?
Hi. Yes.
Hello.
Thank you for taking my call. Hi.
You're welcome.
So I had a question about H4 EAD. So the situation is like my husband's H1 will probably be coming in September or October, but the H4 EAD takes about at least 3 months to process, right? And my current H4 EAD is until end of December. So is there like an option, and I'm working right now, is there an option like I was reading somewhere it says that you can get some I-766 stamp, from the immigration office saying that, your H4 EAD approval is happening, is in progress, it's just taking time, and meanwhile you can continue your job based on that stamp or something, some receipt saying that it's in progress.
No,
and
usually it comes on the receipt, but in your case it's a different thing you did. You did an extension based on transfer, right? So your husband was doing a transfer, and then he filed also another H4 and H4 EAD for you, right? That's what.
No. There's no transfer. There's no transfer.
Okay.
He's just doing his extension.
Okay, but when did he file his extension?
Yeah, he's just doing his extension of H1.
Right now he's doing it, right? He didn't do it yet.
Yes.
Yeah, just file H4 H4 EAD extra for you too, because it's within 6 months.
I'm not able to hear you.
You can really kind of get. I don't.
I'm not able to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No, there's a lot of disturbance.
Oh, sorry. Well, why don't you just hang up and listen to it on the radio? We're having some phone problems today, and then I will give you the answer. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, just put the radio on, and then I will give it. Okay. Okay, so since I'll give some time to Vidya because I know she's going to put the radio on. So basically, her question was, she filed an extension, and she's going to file an extension. There are 6 months left, almost, and then she's hoping that she will get something that extended. Well, at one point they were giving a receipt that will say, hey, your EAD is extended until that. However, they don't give it anymore. Now, you can give it a shot, go to the USCIS local office and try to get a stamp, but that too I'm not sure they will do. But the truth is that if you file now, before December, since your case expires in December, you should hopefully get an answer by that time. So I think at this point it's too early to panic, but at the same time there's no way to get anything after that. So hanging there, and if you need any help on that, give me a call at the office, 510-742-5887. 742-5887. Let me take another caller. Is it Harry? Hello? Hello? Harry? Hello? Okay, I think I lost Harry. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Attorney Shah Peerally, and we are doing the Shah Peerally Law Show today. Of course, we're talking about immigration and that famous memo, but you can always call our office if you want to. You can call our office, or you can call at the studio line right now. I don't know how much time is left, Michael, but please let me know. And you can call on the phone number 510-657-1170, 510-657-1170, and that's the number to the studio. But if you want to call us at the office for a consultation, 510-742-5887, 510-742-5887. The website to check, attorneyonair.com, attorneyonair.com. Harry's back. Hi. Hi, Harry.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Shah. I have a question for my wife, so H4 EAD.
She applied for H4 EAD and 3 years ago, and she got it. But unfortunately, we never received the card. It was lost in the mail, and due to other reasons, we never applied back and never utilized the EAD. So now I'm due for H1 extension. So we are filing for her H4 EAD and H4 extension together. So is it enough if we just put the receipt of approval from the last time, but no copy of the actual card for the EAD extension?
Yeah, you can, but if they ask for it, then you have to put a declaration that it was never received. Then, in case it does happen, you can put that. But, yeah, you can just put the receipt number and mention on the cover letter that in this case you never received the card, and since you never worked it, you never really did anything. But having said that, it has to be done properly because you don't want them to think that you used it for someone else or something. Okay.
I see. Okay. So basically, we never applied for her social also. So now I want to also request for the social. Is that okay to do along with the application, or do you recommend doing it separately after we receive it?
It doesn't really matter, but since she was supposed to already have it, it's whichever way you do it is fine. You can do it together because if they don't do it together, they might ask for the number. So, yeah, just do it together.
Okay. And it takes about 3-4 months now, or?
It's taking, depending on the case. Some cases are taking like 4 or 5 months, but average time, yes, it's 3 to 5 months. Okay.
And the Trump's plan to cancel this is not in effect yet?
I was going to talk about that next, but we didn't hear. I think he's so busy with other stuff right now. He's fighting NATO.
Good. Let him be busy.
Yeah, we need him to do that. Let's hope so. But he depends on his mood, right? He wakes up in the morning, he can do something. Yeah. So, good luck to you. And if you need help on those, just give us a call. We'll help you on the H4 EAD.
Sure, will do. Thank you.
742-5887. Good luck. Thank you so much for listening.
Thanks.
Let me take another call. Matt? Hello?
Hey, Shah.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I have a quick question. So me and my wife, we both have our own H1Bs approved till 2020. So the question is, if she has to move, say, on H4 EAD, is it a good idea to do that?
Yes and no. Yes, because it's still open right now.
I'll take my answer offline.
Okay, perfect. Okay, this is a very interesting question, and this is a very interesting question I got, so I'm going to repeat it. Is it a good time now to move to H4 EAD? And I answered earlier yes and no. The reason I said no is that we don't know what will happen. But at the same time, I say yes because at the end of the day, my take on this is even if they take the H4 EAD, there's a chance, okay? Don't take my word for it because I'm just doing an intelligent guess here. There's a chance that they will allow people who already have an H4 EAD to use it until the expiry date, okay? And that also buys you time on the H1. And the next reason is that you can always move back to H1 quickly anytime. So bottom line, yes, it is a good option to take it, and that gives you a lot of freedom, etc. Now, the no part is the hassle of it, right? So if you get it and then suddenly they cut it off, so you'll have to basically shift to another visa, and if there's no company to file for the H1 to revive it, it might create problems. So basically that's how it is. So let me take another caller. Hello, is it Ankit? Oh, I do. Hello.
Hi. Hello. So
hello.
I am Ankit.
Hi.
And I have a question. So my extension was filed on 27th June in premium, and we got an RFE yesterday. And at the same time, I-94 was valid till 8th of July, like 4 days ago. But we have already filed extension, and I have got RFE. So what should be our course of action? Reply RFE ASAP so that even if it gets rejected or denial, then out-of-status period is very, very less. Or we can take time till September, what USCIS has given us.
Well, I'm recommending people to answer their RFE as soon as possible because of exactly this problem. Because if it gets denied, then you still have some time to maneuver. But once you pass that date, you will fall out of status. So it's always best to answer quickly. Having said that, answering quickly doesn't mean a bad answer, because some RFEs, like I had few RFEs lately where it took me almost 1 month to prepare the case. So it's not, it all depends on the case. But if you can answer earlier, I would recommend doing that. Okay?
Okay. And in case it gets denial, can I move to H4 ASAP in that case? I mean, I should be moving to
it all depends where you stand. If you already have, if you still in status, yes, but if you're out of status, you won't be able to do a change of status. You will have to leave the country and come back on H4. So if you're not sure your case will get approved, I recommend you file an H4 right now. Keep it pending. If the H1 gets approved, you just cancel the H4. And that's one trick you can do. Like that, you don't really fall out of status. But it can create confusion, so wait and see. We have to know how strong, how difficult is the RFE. If you think that the RFE is very difficult, I would recommend having the H4 file and pending. Okay?
RFE is just a specialty occupation and employer relationship. So it's for that purpose.
Okay. So it's the same thing that everybody is getting. Yeah, as long as you can answer it properly, it's fine. But make sure you answer properly and as soon as possible. Okay?
Yeah, can I do H4 in premium immediately, and once H4 gets approved, I can apply?
H4 doesn't have premium. H1, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. Hello, this is Shah Peerally Esq.
Hello, Shah. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you very clear. Go ahead.
Thank you for taking my call, Shah. Good morning to you. I wanted your input on my current situation. So I'm currently employed with company A, and I have a job offer from a company B. Now, the company B is a startup, and they want me to join as soon as possible. So the only wrinkle is I'm planning to travel to India in about 1 month. So I'm trying to figure out if it makes sense for me to do a transfer and join them before I leave for India, or should I come back and then do a transfer? The question is mainly because there's so much uncertainty over the whole H1B transfer process, and being a startup, I'm not sure if we'll get an RFE and I'll be stuck here. So I want to know, am I being overly conservative here, or is there some merit to my concerns?
There are a lot of merits to your concern. Okay, let's get it one by one. One of the options that I can recommend to do is to file the transfer under premium. But don't move to company B. Wait on that. And then if it gets approved while you're in India or something, you can just go for your stamping if you don't have a stamp and come back on company B. If not, then you can always come back on company A, but they will ask you the question at the airport, and you can explain that you have not moved to B and you are not decided yet. So
sorry, can you say the last part again, Shah? Sorry, you were coming to very faint.
At the airport, when they ask you, basically what happened in there, you can explain that it's not approved yet, so you're coming back with A, and then later you can decide if you want to move with B, because the law doesn't require you to move with B, because you can always change your mind, right? So that you can explain, yes, if I get approved, then I will move to B. Don't lie, just the truth. But since there's no movement yet, you are not lying, because the truth is the truth. You are still with A. So don't move with A, just stick to don't move with B, stick to A, and then after that, if you can elect to go with B or stay with A. So once you come back in, then you can do that. However, all the stuff I'm telling you is unfortunately there are a lot of risks when you're traveling. So the best is to just go and then come back and then file the transfer. That would be
I see. Okay. What? I mean, do you think there's, like, if they file the transfer right now, do you think there's a chance that I'll get an RFE? I mean, it's a startup, and they are in the AI space, so I'm wondering, is it
an RFE? There's no way out of it now. Everybody's getting an RFE, so no matter what you do, you will get an RFE. So
okay,
and not getting an RFE unless you're a miracle or something, but.
Okay. So with premium, how long does if I file on the premium and I get an RFE, can I still expect it? Can I expect it to go beyond 2 weeks, the transfer?
Yeah, definitely. Because by the time your lawyer answers the RFE, we are talking about 1.5 months. So the premium only thing is just is reducing it to 1.5 months.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sure. Thanks. I think I got my answer there. Yeah.
So basically, bottom line, I recommend that you don't travel while it's pending. But if you travel, you can explain at the airport that you have not made the choice, because the choice is only made when you elect which company, because you can change your mind also or not. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay then.
Okay, I'll let them know. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me take another caller. Hello. Hello, is this Sandeep?
Hi, Shah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you properly. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Sandeep. Yeah, I have a couple of questions. So both me and my wife have been on H1B in the US for a while now, with our I-140 approved for the past couple of years, separately from different employers. And she just had her extension filed for H1B. It expires in October, her original one. I am about to file mine as well. My current H1B expires in January. And so my question is it a good idea, or can I to file her H4 as well from my employer as a plan B or to hedge, like in case her H1 doesn't go through, or is that not a good idea? That's my first question.
So your wife already filed her extension or not?
She did file it, yes.
Yeah, it is a good
she
idea
has filed
to have an H4. The problem is that whichever comes last is what's going to control, right? So let's say you file the H1. H1, if you do premium, you'll get it before the H4. And then if the H4 comes after that, she'll move to H4 until she gets the EAD. She won't be able to work. So it is a good idea, but how much time is left on her actual H1 right now?
I think she has till October or something on her current H1. Somewhere around October.
She has till October, okay, on her current H1. So, yeah, you're still good, because premium her H1, I will recommend doing that. And then, if things are not doing well, you still have time to move to the H4. But at the same time, the only risk that I see here is that H4 EAD might not be there at that time. So, give me a call at the office. We can decide in more private what is doable in this case, because it's going to be hard for me to tell you if it is a good idea to file or not. It is a good backup, but one can kill the other.
So the H4 and EAD is like two-step process. You don't do it together?
No, you do it together, but they don't get approved usually together. First the H4 has to get approved, then the EAD gets approved. So what happens, there's always a lapse of 2 weeks or more. So we need to make sure that, yeah, it is a good idea, but it's not like a templated idea. Everybody should use it. It is something as a backup. But in her case, she still have till October. But what I'm worried about, if you wait till October, the rule of H4 might change. So it might be a good idea to give it a shot right now. And worst case scenario, if she gets the EAD, she can just work on the EAD until she decides. If there's a problem on EAD, she can always move back to H4. Okay?
Right. Okay. So if her H1B gets approved, I can always cancel my H4, like that H4 I applied for, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. And if it does get denied, then in that case, would you recommend like doing an H4 because there is a denial on the file now, or should she just reapply? That was the second question, actually.
It depends on the timing. And again, I won't be able to tell you unless I look at the case, and unfortunately, I don't have that much time on the radio. That's why I'm saying it's good you give me a call and we can talk.
Okay.
But I recommend that you have a good backup. If the H1 is weak, I will recommend going on H4, just not she doesn't fall out of status. Like I was mentioning earlier, nobody should fall out of status now. It's very dangerous. Okay? Okay?
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Good luck to
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much for all the calls. I have only a few minutes to go, so I won't to take more callers. So I just wanted to let everybody know, thank you for listening, number one. And anything I'm telling you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. Just to recap today, before I recap, I just wanted to mention we also do debt settlement, which is another area of law that we practice. Those are for people who are kind of struggling and have debts on credit cards, second mortgages, etc. We might be able to negotiate those. You can give us a call, 510-742-5887, 510-742-5887, and you can check the website for this one is, it's a blog, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. And just to recap for today, ladies and gentlemen, we had a lot of issues on that memo, and that memo is really kind of scaring people, and they have good reasons to. So what best advice I can give you, make sure that you are pretty much kind of covering yourself in terms of changing status. If you have to extend a status or change status, do it early so that before the other one expires, if there's a denial, there's some room to maneuver. It's very, very important. And I have, it's on my YouTube channel. You will see I did a very a good video because a lot of people are using it. YouTube.com/Shah Peerally Law. YouTube.com/Shah Peerally Law. Please subscribe to the channel. And I put my updates now mostly on YouTube. I'm so busy I don't have time really to write articles. So please subscribe. That's the best way. And of course, I usually post it on our Facebook page, Peerally Law, Facebook.com Peerally Law. So, but the thing that is the most important to remember now, things are getting tough. Everybody is getting an RFE, and if you don't answer those RFE properly, even if you answer it properly, some people are getting denied. So imagine now not answering properly. It requires a lot of law now. Even with experience, it's becoming a very big challenge. But luckily, we are passing most of the challenge. So please give us a call if you need help. 510-742-5887. 510-742-5887. The website attorneyonair.com. Attorneyonair.com. YouTube.com/Shah Peerally Law. SHAH Peerally. PEERALLYLAW.com. Not .com. There's no .com for the YouTube. Sorry. So it's Peerally Law, attorneyonair.com, and you will see our YouTube channel there. Please subscribe to it because this is the only way I can really give you information apart from the radio show. So I wanted to thank you all for listening. We had a lot of callers today. Thank you, Michael. And we will be rebroadcasting this show on Friday night. That means midnight. It turns to Saturday. And I wanted to say thank you again to the whole team of Radio Zindagi. And we'll be back next week. And I think Amit is there. Amit, are you there?